you know, I still got the belief, obviously. You know, if I didn't have the belief, I wouldn't play. But I think my standard of play back in 2021 was a little bit better than what I'm playing at the moment. So, but I'm getting on the right track, and that's all that counts.
Gezi sat there yesterday and went, everyone else is scared of Luke. He's the only one that's not. Do you believe that?
I think an honest answer is you have to be scared of him. Well, the two Lukes, obviously. Them two are pushing bars where we're all following, you know. But at the end of the day, Gezi's putting in some awesome performances, and, you know, we all tried to follow the two Lukes. So tonight's game is going to be awesome. At the end of the day, I think this is going to be one of the best games that we've seen for a long time. You know, the Van Veen game against Luke Littler was brilliant. You know, this could be better. So, you know, the sad thing is I've got to play one of these two. So, but I'm in the semis, and my job is done tonight.
Well, on that, you've got one that you said everyone should be scared of, or you've got your World Cup teammate and arguably best mate. Which one's the better scenario for Johnny Clayton?
I don't know any of them. I wouldn't mind somebody who's retired. Just, nah, but all jokes aside, whoever I've got, you know, I've done my job. I'm there. So whoever comes, you know, from the next game, I have to play. And whichever one it's going to be, it's going to be bloody tough. Thanks, pal.
Johnny, well done on the win tonight. You
Thank
mentioned earlier that I don't think Dirk was quite himself tonight. Can you put your finger on maybe why he wasn't his best?
Oh, well, it's hard when you're not hitting your first doubles, you know, your first three darts, a double in your first three darts. So it is difficult. So you're putting more pressure on yourself all the time. And, you know, I was lucky enough that, you know, I did get off in more legs than him before him. So, you know, I was the one that got away, where Dirk then was like 3 darts behind at some points. So, you know, that's pressure. That's pressure. And obviously, you know, I got a 2 set lead, and it gets harder and harder and harder. So, you know, it's not easy up there in any way if everything goes your way. So, you know, like I say, I've done my job.